The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. I should say good evening because it is now past dark. It's 6:30 on the evening. We got to get used to this. I think I'll be okay. I've been doing this for 64 years, and the people with me tonight, this gentleman here, he's been doing it possibly around the same time. I don't know. We don't care about that, but I'm feeling pretty good. I have an awesome show tonight. He's a musical guest. His name is Bruce Merlan. He's got a nickname. What is it?
BluesHawk.
BluesHawk.
Hawk, yeah.
BluesHawk Merlan. Okay. But before we get to him, we're going to hear a couple of his original numbers. We're going to read these incredible underwriters. We've got a few tonight, and then we will commence per usual. So, we have good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58. We have the Rockland House of Pizza. They're in Newark. We have Cornerstone Barbershop in Pembroke. We have Cycle Pros in Bridgewater. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have Gregory Scott Jewelers in Middleborough. We have McGee Annex in Rockland. Don't get abused. Shop Kevin McGee for used cars. Go to the library for a book for a wholesale prices. Call Kevin McGee. We got Bulldog Sports Cards in Middleborough. We got Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We got New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Carver Jewelers, Ronald Iron, Liley, Glenn Goldsmiths in Carver. We have Pembroke Radiator in Pembroke. We have Rodney's Kitchen in Halifax. We have Pell's Driving School in Middleborough. I got to sign up for classes in December quick in January and February. Check the website for that. We got Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We have Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Auto Town Auto Glass and Auto Body in Abington. We have Easton Fitness and the Village Shops in Northeastern. We have Advanced Auto Performance in Brockton. We have Comfort Upholstery in East Bridgewater. We have Eli's Auto Care in Taunton. We have Crazy Axes Rec Center in Hanover. We have Lynch's Towing Auto Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. Lynch is always looking for new scrap metal wheels, anything to do with transportation he takes care of. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have the Gunrunner LLC, the Second Amendment Freedom Store in Middleborough. We have DNS Auto Works in Abington, Collision Specialist right up the road on 58. We have the Rug Resort in Northeastern. We have the RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have Rock Solid Tops in Pembroke. We have Doggy Boutique, RB Professional Grooming for Dogs and Cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater, and we have Joe's Diner in Taunton. I want to thank you guys very much. And now, officially, Mr. BluesHawk Merlan. Got it.
Right.
Got it right the third time. Third time's a charm. You're here tonight to do my show, and I appreciate you coming up from the biggest little state in the Union, Rhode Island, and that's where you reside, I guess?
Yeah, West Warwick.
West Warwick, great town. Home of Vinny Paz, I believe, the five-time world champion. Well, that's Warwick. I don't know. I picked him up one night.
I think was that Johnson?
No. He's off. Well, I know it's in one of the Warwicks. I don't know if it's West Warwick or Warwick, but I remember I picked
Warwick. Yeah.
It's
not West Warwick. I think
it's Warwick. Yeah, I picked him up one night. It worked out good. I guess he was in an OUI situation, although I don't know for a fact.
He
needed a ride.
He's a character.
He's a good guy. You know him?
Yeah. Not really, but I just know from the news.
From the news, of course. Well,
yeah.
How else? How else would you know him? Well, he was a great guest on my show back 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But tonight we're profiling you. So tell me about it. Now, you mentioned that you were in a band with Jay Enos, who was a guest on my show over the summer.
Yeah, Blue Jade.
What's that?
Blue Jade.
Is that what he calls himself?
No, that's the name of the band, Blue Jade.
Oh, okay, but it's his band. It's Jay Enos' band, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
No, actually, I practiced with them for 3-4 times, and then we did a gig, but it didn't work out, so I was only with them, like as they say, for a cup of coffee, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, how long ago was that?
I think it was August.
Oh, okay, this summer, just over the summer.
Over the summer.
Well, I had him on in July, so I had him on right around that time. I had him on like right at the end of July.
No, they're great people,
though. No, they are.
Oh,
They're really
yeah.
nice people.
Jane
and Diane, yeah.
Yeah. They do good music.
They do very good music, and what a story they had to tell, too.
Oh, awesome. He's got a lot of stories.
All right. No, I can listen to your dialect. I can tell you're a lifelong Rhode Islander, right?
Yeah, I know. It's funny, people don't say that to me, obviously, in Rhode Island, but I've been out of Rhode Island in the last 4 or 5 days a few times, you know, and a few people have said that, oh, you know.
Oh, I know the dialect.
Rhode Island accent.
There you go. Oh, I know the dialect. I know it well.
No R's, you know.
Exactly.
Not allowed.
It's kind of cool. It's almost like New York, but not quite as, orky.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bit like
Right.
Yeah.
It's still got the New England flavor.
Yeah.
Once you cross down south of Bridgeport, then you lose it. But
I guess.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about. All right. Tell me about you grew up there, so tell me about growing up and how you get into music, and we'll cover all. Your
I grew up in
history.
Lincoln, and
Okay.
I was a child of the '60s.
Okay. Really? Me
And,
too.
Yeah, and I discovered blues music, and that was it. That was it for me.
Well, when you say you discovered blues music, I mean
When I was 15,
Okay.
13, between 13 and 15. Then I started playing when I was 15,
Okay.
and
Were you self-taught? Did you have to take
I
lessons?
took lessons for like about 2 months.
Okay.
But honestly, the teacher didn't really know what to do with me because I was making up things on my own.
Okay.
And he would say, where did you learn that? And I said, I don't know. I just
Well, all right. What kind of
Just
lessons did you
messing
take? Piano, guitar?
guitar, yeah.
Okay. And did it include vocals as well?
No vocal lessons.
Okay, but you were singing pretty good up there. You sing. I mean, well, just so you guys know, he's already done his songs that he's going to be performing on my show that are going to be edited in later, and he sounded great. He sounded like a true crooner. So, where did you learn to sing like that?
I don't know, just singing.
What's that? You just
Just by singing.
Were you in a gospel choir or anything like?
My wife on the way up here.
Okay.
I had to warm up. I do a lot of warming up before I sing. That
Does she
helps.
sing too?
No.
Okay. No, you don't sing.
Once in a while, but she won't admit it.
Oh, okay. But she probably sounds good.
Yeah, she sounds all right, but she won't sing for anybody.
Okay.
Not even for me.
Well, now, did you, as a kid? I mean, you obviously love your music, but did you do anything else like, the extracurricular, like sports?
No.
No,
I never was into sports.
Never much into sports.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
So you're pretty much dedicated to music now.
Yeah, music and writing.
Tell me about writing, because I write too. I've written a couple of books.
I like poetry, and since I'm a songwriter, that works out well.
It does.
So learning about words and learning about how they go together and everything,
Okay.
It's
That's awesome. Have you ever? I mean, so when did you start combining your writing with the songs, or did you?
Oh, I think I wrote my first song within a year or two of when I started playing guitar.
Okay, that was when you were 15, when you were a kid in high
Yeah.
school. Okay.
Not very good, but it was a start.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever do like an open mic or anything like that?
Yeah, I've done a number of open mics in the last 15 years or so, but I have stopped doing them.
You stopped?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but what happened when you did them? Did you win anything, or did you get accolades? I've never been to an open mic performance, so you tell me how that works.
Well, you go and you sign your name on a list.
Okay.
Sometimes there's a donation, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or sometimes there's a cover.
Okay.
Usually not.
Okay.
And then, if you're 10th on the list, you get to do 2 or 3 songs, 15 minutes.
Okay.
And that's it. And mostly musicians there. A lot of times that would be only musicians, and other times there'd be a crowd there.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Do you get judged? Do they ask you to come back for more if you sound good enough? Nothing like that?
No, there's no prizes or anything.
All right.
No.
All right, but it's
Sometimes
obvious.
you might get free food or something.
Well, that's not bad. I mean,
No.
right, but I mean, like you do these at clubs, right? Mostly?
Yeah, well, my band right now does have a gig coming up.
Oh, you're in a
Yeah.
band. Okay, well,
Yeah.
tell me about the band. I didn't realize that. I thought you just tried working with Jay's band, and now you're in another band.
I had the band at the same time, and that was kind of one of the reasons why it didn't work out with Blue Jade,
Okay.
Because, I don't know, it was a little hard to juggle both,
Well, tell me about the
Right.
band that you're in. The current.
Oh, that's called BluesHawk.
Okay, all right. That's where you go.
And
That's where
it's,
BluesHawk is from. I got you.
Stephen Cavey from Stoughton on bass,
Okay,
and
right next door to here.
Stephen Boyage from Kingston, Mass.
Okay.
On drums, and Mel Barboza on second guitar from.
I bet he's from Rhode Island. It sounds like a
He's
Rhode
from,
Island name.
outside of Fall River.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I
Okay.
forgot the name of the town.
So that's a quartet, basically.
Quartet.
And
And
you?
he just joined. Second guitar player just joined the band,
Okay,
and he's like bringing a lot to the table.
I'm sure he does. Okay.
So,
Well, all right. Well, what does he? I mean, what? Well, does he think he? Well, all right. I hate to find out. I mean, tell me why he brings more to the table than anyone else, if that's the case.
Well, he's very good at playing backup, and he's also great on playing lead.
Okay.
I mean, he's just an awesome all-around musician.
Now,
All these guys are really.
I'm sure they
really
are.
good,
You
yeah.
too. Are you the only one that sings in the band?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, so you're the lead vocalist.
that's right.
Whoa. Okay, that is swell. Now, in terms of writing songs, do you write them all together? Do you just write them yourself? I mean,
Yeah, I
or
just
both?
write them myself.
So, so you write the songs for the band?
Well, we do a lot of blues standards.
Okay.
And
Well, what does
some
that
other
mean? Blues
stuff.
standards? Is that like?
Oh, you know, like Coochie Coochie Man, stuff that's popular from more or less from the 50s and 60s.
Okay. But well, I mean, they're like licks. They're not they're not covers, but they're not originals either.
Yeah, they are originals. Like a lot of them were written. Some of them were written by Willie Dixon, the great blues player,
Okay.
and a songwriter.
Okay.
Do you know the song "Seventh Son"? I'm the one. I'm the one.
Well, I've heard
The one
it.
they
It sounds like a nice. It's got a nice rhythm.
That's
to it.
Willie Dixon's song.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was in whatever was he based in?
1950s, 60s,
Okay.
70s.
Yeah, I was born in the late '50s, so I mean, it might be a little before my time, but I've probably heard
Oh, it
it.
was a little before mine too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but I learned about it.
Oh, okay.
From-
Yeah, of
yeah,
course, you
yeah.
learned about it. So you never actually went to school for music. I mean, did you, aside from, I know you took lessons, you took guitar lessons, but
Yeah.
you never went to like beyond, like high school? Did you play school music there? Did you play in a band? You said 15, so I'm thinking maybe.
No, I never played in any band in high school, but I studied music on my own, you know.
You did, but
Learned
did you,
the theory and stuff.
I understand, but at 15, did you perform, if not at your high school, anywhere, you
No,
know?
I never started performing. My first band I was in when I was 20.
Okay.
So I'd been playing 5 years and just getting to the point where I could be in a band.
Oh, I see.
And so I've been in and out of bands over the years, you know, and I've done other things, you know, had other jobs. But, you know, I started my band about 8 years ago, and we've been through a number of musicians. But
Wow.
this is basically the best group.
The best group you ever had.
Yeah, because of just because of
The camaraderie between you.
Yeah, absolutely. We get along very well.
Okay, that's great. Do you have any other musical people in your family? I mean, kids or sisters,
No, you know, my
brothers,
father
sisters?
played the violin,
Yeah.
and my mother used to sing a lot, but not professionally.
Okay,
And my sister and brother were like really interested in music. So like in the '60s, I was like a sponge, you know, just kind of soaking up all the music they played.
okay.
My sister
Were
liked,
they older than you?
my sister liked Bob Dylan and Joan Baez and
Yep.
all those people, you know. So I got to listen to all
So did my
that.
parents, and they still do.
Songwriters, you
Yeah.
know. And then sometimes my sister would listen to blues, you know.
Okay.
Muddy Waters, B.B. King, stuff like that. So
Okay.
I learned a lot from them.
Oh, sweet. Well, guess what? We're a little under halfway through the show, and we're going to listen to some performances by Bruce, and we're going to talk about them when we get back. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
This is a little song called Hold On to Heaven. It's I don't have much to say about it because I don't know where it came from. But anyways, I've been a stranger in the house of love. Been down those highways that are blue, slave to production in the hands of time. Gave up the things I thought were true. I'm gonna hold on to heaven. Gonna hold on to heaven. Wasted and the weary, the sea of tears, without a thing that's left to say. No words of salvation will save them from being a prisoner of the day. I'm gonna hold keep the devil down. And thank the Lord above. I'm gonna hold on to heaven and love. Spirit of love. Gonna keep the devil down. And thank the Lord above. Down to the river in my hour of need, with me the promise that you gave. Your words of betrayal will not keep me from saving the things that I can say. But I'm gonna hold on to heaven and love. Spirit of love. Gonna keep the devil down. And thank the Lord above. Gonna hold on to heaven and the spirit of love. Gonna keep the devil down. And thank the Lord above. Gonna hold on to heaven. Hold on to heaven. Thank you. Now, this little something I wrote called Worried Mind, and I was only watching the news like we do so often, and when I got to thinking about the pressure that we all feel nowadays, with everything going on and being faced with it through the TV and whatever, online and everything. Got a worried mind, but I don't want to blame. Keep all your sorrow, keep all your shame. Some revolutions no one can see. Got a worried mind, but don't worry. Got a worried mind, but it won't worry me. Got a worried mind, and I don't care what's real. I'll keep on from living that I can steal. Some revolutions move very slow. Got a worried mind, and I don't wanna know. Got a worried mind, and I don't wanna know. Got a worried mind, and it's all the same. Keep all your words and your worn-out games. Some revolutions are meant to be. Got a worried mind, and I'll just let it be. Got a worried mind, and I'll just let it be.
Bruce, those were great. Tell me about the inspirations for those songs that we just heard.
It's really hard to explain where the inspiration comes for songs. A lot of times it's almost like they appear, you know.
Okay, you don't even really think
mean,
about the
some,
meaning of a song. You just-
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes once in a while you may think about like what a theme would be,
Okay,
and then you kind of work with it. And usually it's because I'm sitting playing the guitar and a kind of maybe some kind of tune comes to me,
okay,
you know, and then I'll add some words to it. And sometimes the words, 2 or 3 words come at first.
okay,
So it's like a refrain, like that song I did, Hold On to Heaven. That
Yep.
was the first Hold On to Heaven. Those 4 words are the first ones that came to me.
okay,
And then I kind of got the idea of varying the verses so that it would be like, not the opposite, but a contrast to the words Hold On to Heaven,
okay.
you know?
Like Let Go of
So
Hell,
the
right?
verses, yeah, the verses kind of detail some
They
of the
offset each other.
problems of life and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
know,
okay.
More difficulties and stuff. And so the refrain, Hold On to Heaven, you know, it's kind of a affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so basically, and I assume it comes from a positive state of mind, the idea of holding on to heaven, right? I would think. I
well,
mean,
you know, life is, you know,
life is. I know
life
life is.
it's got its good and bad.
Yin
you
and
know.
yang. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
True
So,
that.
You know, I tend to write about, you know, things. Sometimes I write about things that bother me. I can't say I write happy songs.
Oh, I
you know,
understand.
but,
No, I know
yeah.
that. Well, a lot of times people express themselves in their music, and not necessarily in a positive way, but whatever, you know,
Yeah.
it is an art form. After
Yeah.
all. Right. Okay.
I much like blues music too, you know. I mean, sometimes they sing about sad things, but makes people feel good.
Exactly.
So it's kind of
Sometimes, yeah, and people can
Yeah.
relate to it. If they're sad about something and you sing something that reminds them, it may make them sad, but in a way, it's like it's kind of it's a stimulus, even if it's a sad one.
yeah.
Oh, I know, that's true.
Well,
That's what the blues is, basically.
It's not all about sad stuff either, which is kind of an idea that people get because it's called blues.
Okay,
It's supposed to be like people associated with having the blues.
okay,
But you know, I mean, there's a lot of songs we do with the band are more upbeat and happy sounding. You know.
okay.
Yeah.
You ever do any? You know, if I'm sitting here talking to you, you know who Martin Mull is, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he's a great actor, but he was also a musician before he started
Yeah,
acting.
singer,
And
yeah.
he wrote some really silly songs. I mean, just totally off the wall, you know, nonsensical, but you know, parodying a lot of things. Would you ever consider doing something like that to make people laugh? And that would be kind of cool. Just wondering, just. You
No,
and the band, maybe
no,
just
it's
want to
never
maybe
occurred
want
to
to
me.
pass that
I wrote
idea
a
along if you think it might.
I wrote a song for my grandson and his fiance's dog.
Okay, tell me
Yeah.
about that.
Well,
Fiance's dog?
I wouldn't sing it, you know,
No,
professionally.
no, you don't have to sing it, but okay. So it's basically it sounds a little off skew, off center or whatever, and that's
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Her name is Ellie, so if they see this, you know, they'll know. I made a plug for their dog.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog's part of the family. Listen,
great.
that's a part of the family.
Oh,
No,
she's a great pooch.
of course they all are. All right.
Yeah,
and there's
so,
you can definitely write humorous things about animals because they do humorous things.
Yeah, but just writing for the sake of being funny, I don't know.
Probably not.
No, I can't really think of any songs I've written that were funny. I hope.
But maybe at
I
some
hope
point
that'll
you will.
make people feel sad or bad or anything, but you
Right.
know,
Okay.
hope people enjoy them. But
So tell me about what venues do you perform at?
well, we have a gig coming up at a place called Nikki's Lounge in Coventry, Rhode Island, on Route 3.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
if people know that neck of the woods. It's up near Tiog Lake.
Okay.
It's on Tiog Avenue, which is Route 3 in Rhode Island.
Okay.
In Coventry. And that's actually our first official gig. We have played a
You mean you
few,
just formed the band this summer, right?
Yeah. And,
Oh, okay. After you left Jay's
I've had
band,
it, I had it for 8 years with different groups.
Oh, okay, but
Different groups of
the
people.
current alignment
group,
is
yeah.
this summer.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we had a really big break because of COVID.
Of course, don't I know it? So did we. I had a 4-month hiatus with COVID from the show.
Yeah, and then our bass player, who was really a good part of the band, had to move to Italy, and so that broke up the band for a while. And then we found another bass player, and
Okay.
that's the band we have now.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, I always say everything happens for a reason, so it may have worked out for the best.
absolutely, I believe
Okay.
that. And we have done 2 benefits so far.
Okay, like
But,
for what? For what benefits?
Recently, we did a thing in Stoughton for a church festival.
Okay.
Yeah, that went really
Was
well.
that the Portuguese thing?
No.
Because I went to one. I went to a
Unit-
Portuguese festival back in the summer in Stoughton. A friend of mine was
Unit-
a girl that I actually had here in 2021. Who was a musician, was performing there. That's why I went to see her.
Unitarian Church. It's right in the center of
It wasn't
Stoughton.
actually the church. No, I know this was something different then, because I know it wasn't at the church. It was at
No, I mean the one we did.
where you were.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you perform it now? There are places in Stoughton. There are venues there for music. Do you perform there at all? Aside from there, aside from this benefit.
We haven't yet, but we're hoping to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever done anything like? I mean, are there like? Isn't there like ever go to the House of Blues in Boston and perform there? Nothing in Boston, right? Everything is in Rhode Island so far in
I've never
Stoughton.
played in Boston, no.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll happen soon.
Hopefully, what?
Hopefully it'll happen soon.
You know, oh yeah. Okay. What about like? You ever performed like in New York or Connecticut?
No, not yet.
So everything so far has been just kind of like with
Yeah, when we had the first iteration of the band, we used to play around Fall River, Somerset,
Okay.
Swansea, Seacon quite a bit for about a year.
Yep.
And then it's really hard for me to remember because we had a number of people coming in to the band and out. But then there was COVID. We had a trio, and after COVID, I started up with the four,
Okay.
And so it was quite a while before there were like a year and a half, 2 years between it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Have you ever done anything on? You got anything on YouTube? Have you ever done like a video of anything like
There are
that?
some videos on there. I'm not particularly happy with them.
Really?
Sometimes it's just stuff that people have recorded at
So you're talking about your videos,
open
right?
mics. Yeah, it's nothing that I put on myself.
What about the idea of maybe having a video with people in it, like acting out a scenario?
That would take a lot of money.
Not necessarily. I bet there are plenty of people. I mean, I don't know. It might, but it might not. If you can find people that might be interested in getting a little exposure, put a little thing on Craigslist and say, hey, we got an idea for a song. You want to be part of it?
No, I've actually never considered it. The main thing that we've been thinking about is really getting out into playing in clubs and also doing public access,
Like here,
Yeah,
obviously.
like right here.
Well, I'm glad we
and,
gave you the opportunity
to have
for that.
exposure,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You did a great job with me. We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had
Okay.
fun.
I enjoyed it very much.
And you get another show tonight here to do too, which I was happy to say I was able to get you in your foot in the door even wider.
Yes, I thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Well, like I said at the beginning, what I want you to do is look at that camera and you see where you are in the monitor. Just and you can start. Your wife's right here. You can start with her, but give shouts out to people that are going to see the show. We'll condense them and then we'll wrap the show up with my snap and the way we began it. So go ahead.
Well, there's my wife Linda and Steve, the bass player, Steven, the drummer, Mel, the guitarist, and myself. I'm Bruce Merlan, and my band is called BluesHawk. And we'll be at Nicky's Lounge in Coventry, Rhode Island, December 2nd. And if you'd like to hear some high-charged blues and some ballads as well, come out and say hello to us.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And if you know anybody, if any of your other bandmates want to do my show, you got my digits. Have them text me. We'll get them on.
Okay.
Priscilla's show too. I'm trying to help her out, get her more musicians as well. And not only that, if you know anybody with an interesting story to tell, somebody that's like, that's interesting in a way for whatever reason, even if it's totally outrageous, let's get them on. If you think they'd be good guests for me, you got my digits.
Okay.
I get a lot of guests in word of mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Bruce, you did a wonderful job. So you're ready to wrap the show up. All I ask that you do is when I snap my fingers, please don't bang the table. You didn't do it at the beginning. I've had male guests that have done that, but I got a CD in here and that causes it to jump.
Okay.
If you want to snap along, that's fine.
All right.
All right. All right, folks, we're wrapping up another great episode of Topic Time. See you next time. Take care. Signing off and rolling out.